Are you ready to unleash your inner warrior? In this video, we're diving into the mindset of David Goggins, a man who embodies resilience and determination. Goggins, a former Navy SEAL and ultra-endurance athlete, has stared adversity in the face and emerged victorious. His journey is not one of privilege but of sheer willpower. He has conquered some of the most grueling physical and mental challenges imaginable, proving that our potential extends far beyond what we often believe. Goggins' story is a testament to the power we all possess within us, the power to overcome, to transform, and to achieve the extraordinary. We all face obstacles in life. These obstacles can manifest as self-doubt, fear, or even past failures. They can hold us back from pursuing our dreams and reaching our full potential. David Goggins understands these barriers better than most. He has faced them head-on, breaking through limitations that many would consider insurmountable. Goggins' message is simple yet profound. We are capable of far more than we think. His journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit, a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever felt stuck or defeated. By embracing his principles of self-discipline, mental toughness, and relentless self-improvement, we can begin to dismantle the barriers holding us back from our own greatness. Chapter 1: The David Goggins Effect. David Goggins' impact extends far beyond his own accomplishments. He has become a global phenomenon, inspiring millions to push their boundaries and redefine what they believe is possible. His story resonates with people from all walks of life: athletes, entrepreneurs, students, and everyday individuals striving to live a more fulfilling life. Goggins' message is a call to action. It's a challenge to rise above mediocrity and embrace a life of purpose and unwavering commitment. Throughout this video, we will explore the key principles that underpin Goggins' philosophy, providing you with practical tools and strategies to apply to your own life. Get ready to unlock your inner warrior and embark on a journey of transformative growth. David Goggins doesn't sugarcoat the truth. Life is tough. It throws challenges our way, testing our resolve and pushing us to our limits. But Goggins believes that these challenges are not meant to break us, but to mold us. He argues that our minds are our most powerful tools, and we must learn to master them if we want to conquer anything in life. Goggins often talks about the importance of callousing the mind. Just as we build physical strength through strenuous activity, we build mental strength by pushing past our perceived limitations. We must embrace discomfort, face our fears, and develop an unwavering belief in our ability to overcome adversity. It's about confronting those negative voices in our heads, the ones that tell us we can't, we shouldn't, or we're not good enough. Goggins teaches us to silence those voices, to replace doubt with self-belief, and to cultivate an internal dialogue that empowers us to keep going when the going gets tough. This mastery of the mind, this ability to control our thoughts and emotions, is the foundation upon which we build an unbreakable spirit. This is gonna blow your mind. David Goggins once ran an ultramarathon with broken bones in his feet and a kidney malfunction. It's easy to become complacent, to rest on our laurels when we achieve a certain level of success. But Goggins warns against the dangers of complacency. He believes that true fulfillment comes from constantly pushing ourselves, from always striving to be better than we were yesterday. He calls this the hunger within, that insatiable desire to grow, to evolve, and to never settle for mediocrity. This hunger is not about external validation or material possessions. It's about the relentless pursuit of self-improvement, about becoming the best version of ourselves in all areas of life. Goggins argues that this hunger, this burning desire to reach our full potential, is what separates those who simply exist from those who truly live. It's about constantly seeking new challenges, setting audacious goals, and embracing the discomfort that comes with stepping outside our comfort zones. Goggins' message is clear. We were not meant to live ordinary lives. We have the power within us to achieve extraordinary things, but we must first ignite that hunger, that burning desire to never stop growing, evolving, and pushing ourselves to new heights. You need to hear this if you're a high achiever. One might assume that someone with Goggins' accomplishments would have an ego to match. But Goggins is a staunch advocate for humility. He believes that true success is not measured by external validation or material possessions, but by the impact we have on others and the legacy we leave behind. Goggins often talks about the importance of checking your ego at the door. He believes that arrogance is a barrier to growth, preventing us from learning from our mistakes and connecting with others on a deeper level. True humility, according to Goggins, is not about diminishing our accomplishments, but about recognizing that we are all on a journey of growth and that we all have something valuable to offer the world. It's about approaching life with a student's mindset, always eager to learn, to grow, and to contribute to something larger than ourselves. Goggins emphasizes that true success is not a solitary pursuit. It's about lifting others up as we climb, sharing our knowledge, and empowering those around us to reach their full potential. It's about understanding that our accomplishments are not just our own, but the result of the support, guidance, and inspiration we receive from others along the way. Chapter 2. Train your mind and you will achieve everything you set your mind to. You need to hear this if you're a runner or anyone facing a tough challenge. David Goggins once recalled a grueling ultramarathon where he pushed his body to the brink, using the memory of past triumphs to fuel his determination. David Goggins knows that the human mind is capable of incredible feats of strength. He also knows that it's wired to avoid discomfort and seek the path of least resistance. That's why he stresses the importance of reminding ourselves of our past victories, those moments when we pushed past our limits and accomplished what we once thought impossible. These past triumphs serve as powerful anchors, reminding us of our own strength when we face new challenges. Goggins calls this using your cookie jar. Just as we might reach for a favorite cookie for a quick burst of energy, we can tap into the memory of our past successes to fuel our current efforts. Remembering those times when we dug deep and overcame adversity can reignite the fire within, reminding us that we are capable of achieving far more than we often give ourselves credit for. It's about bringing to mind those moments of triumph, those instances when we defied our own expectations, and proved to ourselves that we are capable of extraordinary things. These memories become a source of inspiration, a reminder that if we could achieve greatness in the past, we can do it again. I don't think people understand the level of dedication David Goggins puts into his training. Goggins' philosophy is not for the faint of heart. He believes that true growth happens outside our comfort zones, in those moments when we push ourselves to the brink, physically and mentally. That's why he's such a proponent of extreme endurance events, ultramarathons, multi-day adventure races, and other challenges that test the limits of human endurance. For Goggins, these events are not just about physical strength. They're about building mental resilience, discipline, and an unbreakable spirit. They're about proving to ourselves that we are capable of enduring far more than we ever thought possible. Goggins understands that most people shy away from discomfort. They avoid challenges that seem too daunting, too painful, or too far outside their comfort zones. But Goggins embraces the grind. He knows that it's in those moments of extreme exertion, when our bodies and minds are screaming for us to stop, that we discover our true potential. It's about pushing through the pain, silencing those inner voices of doubt, and emerging on the other side stronger, more resilient, and more confident than ever before. I bet you didn't know that David Goggins once faced his fear of water by becoming a Navy SEAL. Fear is a natural human emotion. It's our body's way of protecting us from perceived threats, but Goggins argues that fear can also be a powerful motivator if we learn to harness it effectively. He believes that most people allow fear to hold them back, to prevent them from pursuing their dreams and living a life of purpose. Goggins, on the other hand, has learned to transform fear into fuel. He sees fear as a challenge to be overcome, an opportunity to prove to himself that he is capable of far more than he thinks. He often talks about running to the roar, meaning that instead of shying away from our fears, we should confront them head-on. Goggins believes that by leaning into our fears, by pushing past that initial feeling of discomfort and uncertainty, we can unlock a level of strength and resilience we never knew we possessed. It's about reframing our relationship with fear, transforming it from a paralyzing force into a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Goggins teaches us that on the other side of fear lies our greatest potential. By embracing the unknown, by pushing past those self-imposed limitations, we can tap into a wellspring of courage and determination that will propel us towards our goals. Chapter 3. The 1-Second Rule. You need to watch this if you struggle with pushing through pain. David Goggins is no stranger to pushing boundaries. He's run ultramarathons, completed some of the toughest military training in the world, and consistently challenges himself beyond what most would consider possible. But one of the most powerful concepts he embodies is the idea of the 1-second decision. In the heat of a grueling race, when your body is screaming for you to stop, when every ounce of your being wants to give in, Goggins says you have a choice to make, a 1-second decision. For example, during one of his ultramarathons, Goggins faced excruciating pain and fatigue. In that moment, He made the 1-second decision to keep going, to push through the pain, to silence the doubts, and to keep moving forward. It's the decision to embrace the suck, to lean into the discomfort, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. This concept isn't just limited to extreme physical challenges. It applies to all areas of life: our careers, our relationships, our personal growth. Every day, we're faced with countless small decisions that, when added up, determine the trajectory of our lives. I don't think people understand the power of mastering the moment until they see someone like David Goggins in action. The 1-second decision is about recognizing that we have the power to choose our response to any situation. It's about understanding that we are not victims of circumstance but active participants in creating our own reality. Goggins argues that most people live their lives on autopilot, reacting to events rather than consciously choosing their actions. They allow their emotions to dictate their behavior, letting fear, doubt, and insecurity hold them back from pursuing their dreams. But the 1-second decision is about breaking free from that reactive state. It's about taking control of our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions, aligning them with our goals and aspirations. It's about recognizing that true freedom lies in our ability to choose our response, regardless of the circumstances we face. Goggins challenges us to become masters of the moment, to seize each opportunity to make a conscious choice that aligns with our highest selves. I bet you didn't know that David Goggins once faced a critical moment of indecision that could have changed his life forever. Indecision is a subtle form of self-sabotage. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of procrastination, doubt, and regret. We weigh our options endlessly, afraid of making the wrong choice, and end up paralyzed by our own thoughts. Goggins believes that the antidote to indecision is action. He encourages us to trust our instincts, to make a decision and move forward without overthinking it. He reminds us that even if we make a mistake, we can always adjust our course along the way. The important thing is to break free from the chains of indecision and start moving towards our goals. Goggins' message is clear. The 1-second decision is not always easy. It requires courage, discipline, and an unwavering belief in ourselves. But it's in those moments of decision, those split seconds where we choose to rise above our limitations, that we unlock our true potential and create a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. I bet you didn't know that David Goggins once ran a 100-mile race without any prior training just to test his mental and physical limits. David Goggins doesn't shy away from pain. He embraces it. He sees it as an inevitable part of growth, a test of our limits, and an opportunity to forge an unbreakable spirit. Goggins often talks about the 40% rule, the idea that most people tap out mentally and physically when they're only at 40% of their true capacity. He believes that we have far more reserves of strength and resilience than we realize, but we need to train ourselves to access them. Goggins' approach to pain is not about masochism. It's about understanding that discomfort is often a sign of progress. It's about pushing past those initial feelings of fatigue, soreness, and self-doubt to tap into the hidden reserves of strength that lie dormant within us. Goggins' message is clear. Pain is temporary, but the lessons we learn from overcoming it are permanent. It's about reframing our relationship with pain, viewing it not as something to be avoided, but as an opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of ourselves. It's about understanding that on the other side of pain lies a level of strength, resilience, and self-belief that we never knew we possessed. Chapter 4: Iron Mind and Body. This is why you need to focus on nutrition and preparation. While Goggins is known for his extreme approach to physical and mental challenges, he also emphasizes the importance of proper nutrition and preparation. He understands that our bodies are machines, and like any high-performance machine, they require the right fuel and maintenance to operate at their peak. Goggins follows a disciplined diet, focusing on whole, unprocessed foods that provide the nutrients and energy he needs to fuel his grueling workouts and endurance events. He also stresses the importance of hydration, recognizing that even mild dehydration can significantly impact physical and cognitive performance. But Goggins' approach to preparation goes beyond just food and water. He also prioritizes sleep, recovery, and mental conditioning. He understands that true strength is not just about pushing ourselves to the limit, but also about knowing when to rest, recover, and allow our bodies and minds to rebuild. This is why you need to know about David Goggins' unbreakable spirit. Imagine running an ultra-marathon with broken feet and still finishing the race. David Goggins embodies the concept of the unbreakable spirit. He's faced incredible challenges in his life: poverty, abuse, racism, and grueling military training, but he's never allowed those experiences to define him. Instead, he's used them as fuel, transforming his pain into purpose and inspiring millions around the world. Goggins' story is a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. He teaches us that no matter what obstacles we face in life, we have the power within us to rise above them. Goggins' unbreakable spirit is not something he was born with. It's something he cultivated through years of dedicated effort, self-discipline, and an unwavering belief in his own potential. He's living proof that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by how we choose to respond to them. Goggins challenges us to embrace the suck, to push past our perceived limitations, and to never give up on ourselves. He reminds us that greatness is not reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone willing to put in the work, to embrace the grind, and to cultivate an unyielding belief in their ability to achieve the extraordinary. I bet you didn't know that David Goggins once ran a 100-mile race without any prior training just to test his mental limits. David Goggins talks about the mental wall we all hit when pushing ourselves to the limit. It's that point where our minds scream for us to stop, where every fiber of our being wants to give in to the pain and discomfort. But Goggins argues that this wall, this perceived limit, is an illusion. He believes that our minds are capable of far more than we give them credit for, and that the mental wall is simply a test of our will, a challenge to be overcome. Goggins' approach to breaking through the mental wall is not about ignoring the pain or discomfort, but about leaning into it. It's about acknowledging those negative thoughts and feelings without letting them control us. It's about understanding that our minds will always try to protect us from perceived threats, even when those threats are simply challenges that can lead to growth and self-improvement. Goggins teaches us that the key to climbing the mental wall is to shift our perspective. It's about reframing the pain, the discomfort, the self-doubt as signs of progress, as indicators that we are pushing ourselves beyond our perceived limitations. Chapter 5: The Inverse Model. I don't think people understand how David Goggins uses negativity to fuel his success. While most self-help gurus preach the importance of positive thinking, David Goggins takes a different approach. He believes that negativity, when harnessed correctly, can be a powerful motivator. He calls this the reverse role model. Instead of surrounding himself with positive affirmations and success stories, Goggins often exposes himself to the negativity and criticism of others. He uses these negative voices as fuel, as a reminder of what he's fighting against, and as motivation to prove his doubters wrong. Goggins' approach is not about dwelling in negativity or letting it consume him. It's about transforming it, transmuting it into a source of energy and determination. He understands that negativity is often rooted in fear, insecurity, and a lack of self-belief. By confronting negativity head-on, by using it as a springboard for growth, Goggins shows us that we can break free from its grip and use it to fuel our own journey. You need to watch this if you struggle with maintaining a routine. David Goggins is a firm believer in the power of discipline. He understands that true freedom, the ability to achieve our goals and live a fulfilling life, comes from mastering ourselves, from developing the self-control to resist instant gratification and stay focused on the bigger picture. Goggins' daily routine is a testament to his commitment to discipline. He wakes up early, pushes himself through grueling workouts, and maintains a strict schedule that allows him to maximize his productivity and achieve his goals. But Goggins' approach to discipline is not about deprivation or rigidity. It's about understanding that structure and routine provide the foundation for growth and self-improvement. By establishing healthy habits, by creating a framework for success, we free ourselves from the tyranny of our impulses and create the space to pursue our passions with focus and determination. Goggins teaches us that discipline is not a punishment, but a privilege. It's the key that unlocks our potential, allowing us to break free from the chains of procrastination, self-doubt, and mediocrity. You need to watch this if you struggle with self-reflection. David Goggins emphasizes the importance of self-reflection in his teachings. He stresses that in order to improve, we must be willing to take a hard look at ourselves, to be honest about our strengths and weaknesses, and to identify areas where we can grow. Goggins often talks about the importance of accountability mirrors, both literally and figuratively. He believes that we need to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, our choices, and our progress, and that this requires a willingness to confront our own reflection without judgment or self-deception. Goggins' message is clear. Self-reflection is not about dwelling in the past or beating ourselves up for our mistakes. It's about learning from our experiences, both positive and negative, and using those lessons to become better versions of ourselves. It's about cultivating a mindset of continuous improvement, always striving to learn, grow, and evolve. Chapter 6. Unleash your potential. David Goggins' story is a powerful testament to the potential that lies dormant within each of us. He shows us that we are capable of far more than we often believe, and that our limits are largely self-imposed. By embracing Goggins' principles of mental toughness, self-discipline, and relentless self-improvement, we can break free from the shackles of mediocrity and step into our own greatness. Remember, it all starts with a single decision: the decision to take control of our minds, to push past our comfort zones, and to embrace the challenges that life throws our way. Goggins' message is not about becoming a Navy SEAL or an ultra-endurance athlete. It's about applying those same principles of resilience, determination, and unwavering self-belief to every aspect of our lives. It's about showing up as the best versions of ourselves day in and day out, no matter what obstacles we may face. The journey to unleashing your inner warrior is not about seeking shortcuts or instant gratification. It's about embracing the grind, the daily pursuit of self-improvement, and the unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. It's about falling in love with the process, with the challenges and triumphs that come with pushing your limits and expanding your horizons. Remember, there will be setbacks along the way. There will be moments of doubt, fatigue, and the temptation to give up. But it's in those moments, when we choose to rise above our limitations, that we discover our true strength. Embrace the journey, with all its imperfections and challenges, and remember that the pursuit of self-mastery is an ongoing process, not a destination. Celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, and never lose sight of the transformative power that comes from pushing beyond your perceived limitations. Now is the time to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. Start small, start today, and watch as those small steps accumulate into extraordinary results. Share this video with your friends or someone who needs a dose of inspiration. Let's create a ripple effect of positive change and empower each other to unleash our inner warriors. Remember, the power to transform your life lies within you. Embrace the challenge and watch as you achieve the extraordinary. If you want more inspiration and achieve success, click on this following video. Remember that discipline and effort will make you achieve all your goals.